Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a review, something I haven't done in a little while, but what I am going to be reviewing is the Fit Me foundation and concealer by Maybelline, and the one that I bought is this one here. It's what the packaging looks like, and I bought the number 120. The concealer is just your normal liquid concealer and it is number 15. To start off, the reason behind choosing this is I actually was going out to town on the night, which is when my Get Ready With Me number 7 was filmed. Whatever the latest Get Ready With Me is, this is the foundation that I used, and it did come up a little bit dark compared to my skin tone, but we'll go through that later. The foundation I used before this was the Rimmel Perfect Match in Ivory, and I'd been using it for months and months. However, I was getting these smile lines where the foundation would crease and it would look horrible and I'd look really old. So that actually bothers me, and I thought it might be the foundation. So naturally you go out and you try a different one. This, to me, the packaging is attractive and I heard that it was quite good, so I thought I would give it a go. I went over to Boots, and Maybelline have their section obviously, and they also have their Fit Me section, and in their Fit Me section they've got like a foundation that's in a stick and then you blend it in. That looked a bit rubbish to me. They have the foundations, the powder and the concealers, and each sort of product is categorized into colour zones, if that makes sense. Like for fair skin it'd be, I think it's 110 to 120, so there's like a certain amount of shades in each group. So obviously I've got fair skin, I'm really pale, but what I did was went round the corner to the Rimmel section, grabbed my old foundation to try and colour match it. I picked up the 110 or 115 in the foundation, and then picked up this 120 and was looking at them and I thought, wow, it looks too light. Compared it to my old one, and this kind of was the better match. However, I find that it comes on quite orangey or yellowy. It doesn't look like a very natural colour, so I definitely think that the 120 is too dark for my skin tone. But so far I've been successful with the concealer at least. This, I think, was the lightest concealer they had. Now, concealer is really easy to buy because you're just supposed to go a couple of shades lighter than your skin tone, is it? Or your foundation? Yeah, I think, yeah. A couple of shades lighter just so it conceals whatever you're trying to conceal, I guess. So that was really easy to buy. In terms of prices, this was about £8, I think. For me it was pretty expensive as well. This was expensive, I don't know, but I'll put the links to the Boots website down below, and as well as the prices so you can have a little look. Boots usually do a 3 for 2 offer anyway, so while I was there was 3 for 2 on Maybelline stuff, so I bought the Dream Sun bronzer, which is for brunette hair, which I don't like very much to be honest. It comes off quite orangey rather than bronze. It's alright, technically it was free, so it'll do. In terms of the packaging, the product is well presented. It's got a pretty cool name and quite a modern design to it. I liked the fact that it's glass because I was looking at other foundations that had plastic, and I just felt like I'm not getting my money's worth, as stupid as it sounds, just because it's so light. Now, as always, there's 30 mils in here, like most foundations actually, and it has the pump on top, which is really helpful. So the colour I got was Classic Ivory in number 120. I've always generally picked up Ivory in other brands anyway, and this just seems to be a little bit too yellowy for my skin. So what I have done is bought another foundation that's really light, and then I just mix the two together. In terms of the consistency, it's really nice, and it's quite, I might be using the wrong terms, but it's quite satiny and it's like a gel. It feels like it's really soft, which I like about it, and it's also SPF 18, so you don't have to worry about anything of that. It comes out really quite nicely. See what I mean? It's quite gel-like. That's the colour against my skin. It is quite a bit dark, but I didn't think it looked that dark when I bought it. So I've just put a bit here. I don't know if you can tell, but it is quite orangey. So usually I would mix this foundation with a much lighter one to get the colour that I need. And I'm just going to use my e.l.f. stipple brush, which I'm actually having problems with at the moment. It is molting all over my face every time I use it. This is a second brush I bought from them and it's doing the exact same thing, and it's just getting on my nerves. So if anyone has a recommendation for a stipple brush that isn't stupidly expensive, then let me know. So just start by applying it like this. I don't know if you can see, it looks quite tanned. Maybe this is more for the summer, but certainly not the winter when there's no sun about anywhere. Okay, so it hasn't turned out as dark as it usually does when I do it. However, I am in front of the window, so it might not look so bad, but I'll put pictures in at the end and do it that way. Now, the concealer I put on afterwards. I've never been too clued up on when you're supposed to use concealer. If you put it on before and then you use a stipple brush, I feel like it's just gonna kind of mess it up anyway. So I'd much rather put it on after, when your skin is kind of prepared for it, instead of your skin being quite dry. So the brush for the concealer just looks like this. It's a normal one, and I've had a little bit of trouble in terms of it leaking. So it's actually, while it's been in my drawer, leaked all over the screw bit, and it just makes a mess. Now that literally could have just been me not screwing it on properly and then laying it down, but it makes a little bit of a mess. So the colour is a bit lighter, and all I do is, because I haven't really got any spots to cover, I just put it here. Blend this out, I just use my fingertip just to hide that bag. Oh really, I should have done the one and just not bothered with the other one, so you could have seen the difference. Ugh, silly me. Okay, if you can kind of see the difference. It's definitely a lot lighter, and it just blends in anyway. So I am all done. So this is what my makeup looks like when it's done, and I actually might have changed my mind whilst filming this, because it doesn't look as dark as it did when I first sort of used it, and I did use it on a night time and I thought it looked very, very dark, but actually if you blend it in well enough, I don't think it really matters. But if I do buy this again, I'm definitely going to get the lighter one anyway, just because I am so pale. But definitely if you can blend it, it will work with a little bit darker. I think I covered everything that's kind of necessary for a review. Because it's been that long, I completely just forgot. I would buy this again, definitely in the lighter shade though. It was kind of a guess. It's not too bad for the price. I really, really, really do love the consistency of it, and the fact that it blends in so well and does a pretty good job. I do like the concealer. I don't feel like it's anything extra special. I could probably get something really, really, you know, a few pounds cheaper that does the exact same job. But together they work quite nicely, and maybe if you are into the whole Fit Me range, you would know more about the powders and the foundation stick. For me personally, those aren't good for me, but I'm impressed, and I definitely think they're worth giving a go. There's no sort of cakiness of it at all, which I quite like. There's no cakiness. Now in terms of creasing, I think it's just the fact that I smile and laugh way too much. I am yet to find a miracle product that gives me no smile lines, but I do really, really like this, and I do recommend it. So if you are in Boots, at least have a little test of it. They've always got the testers out. But apart from that, I think I've covered everything. Now don't forget, links to my Facebook, Instagram and Tumblr are down below. Now on Tumblr, I always follow back. I do have a little bit of a nose on your Instagram when you like me, and I really, really appreciate the Facebook likes. We are so close to 500 likes on Facebook now, which I'm really, really thankful for. And if you do ever need to message me, just do it through Facebook because it comes straight to my phone. But yeah, I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!